Good afternoon. It is Monday, the 20th of February, and we're starting another Monday Magic today, thinking about things that can set you up well for the week. And I've been reflecting on the whole notion of needs and expectations. And this has come through really from talking to a few clients I've been working with over the last week who seem to be struggling with getting their needs and expectations clear. Now, the first way to notice if your needs and expectations aren't being met is when you experience an upset of some sort. Either you're feeling upset because things haven't actually happened as you quite like them to, or someone is upset with you because you might not have met a need or expectation that they had. So this goes on an awful lot within the business world. It goes on an awful lot within our personal lives as well. But let's focus just particularly on the business world. Often when we're setting up a project, we might say what we want the project to be, what the outcomes of the project are going to be, what the tasks that need to happen to fulfill that project need to be, and who's going to do them. All those things will be put in place. But we also often neglect to address the behaviours that are required to fulfill that project. So, for example, you might be working with a particular stakeholder. You might not be clear with them about how they communicate with you if things aren't going according to plan. You might not be clear with them about if they need to give you feedback on anything anyway. So there's all sorts of things behaviourally that we have needs around and that we might expect from people, and that quite often are left to be implicit. That under the surface, we assume people know, but often they don't know. So the whole idea is to avoid those upsets and to be much more proactive in how we build our relationships at work, is to actually be really clear about being explicit about those needs and expectations. And in the coaching world, we call that a contracting conversation. So you actually create a behavioral contract or a psychological contract that helps you get those needs and expectations clear. So when you go through your week this week, maybe think about what is it you need or expect from the people that you're working with, and how clear have you been? How explicit have you been about that? And if you haven't been very clear, maybe think about how you can go about addressing that. It's not a difficult conversation to have, to say, actually, what I'd really appreciate is that when I'm in this session at the moment, you don't interrupt me. Or what I really want to know is that if things are starting to go awry on this project we're working on together, you tell me straight away. You don't wait till it gets to the point of being a crisis. And you make these sorts of behavioural requirements and expectations really clear. So go well, see how you get on with that this week. And I want to thank everyone last week for attending my Leadership Live, which went down very well. Excuse me, frog in the throat. And this month, or the month coming up for March, our Leadership Live is all going to be around International Women's Day. So it's going to be looking specifically at women and the contribution they make to leadership, and some of the things that can get in the way of women being effective as leaders also. So do keep your eyes open for that. That will be coming up in March. For the time being, have a great week, and I'll see you next week. Bye for now.